it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, yeah.
That's the ocean.
Mom, let's go to the water.
You want to go to the water?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you like the
Other
ocean?
people are already out there.
Wow, they got a Burling. Do you like the ocean, Ben?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do down there?
My really mean to do them like that, Molly.
Like that? Okay. What about you, Eowee? I like the ocean? I like the ocean. You made it to the island.
Hey. Yeah. Not yet. Hey! Look at that one. Oh, Ellie! Yo!
What you doing, bud? You making a sandcastle? You gonna do a big one? We got water in yours, huh?
Yeah.
its head right there.
What is that?
There it is. Look there.
Look, it's right here.
That's shed.
Yeah, but look right here.
What is this for? Daddy! Mom, it's shedding skin. That's a scary. Mom,
Yeah.
I want the bees. Like.
Ooh, there's another shark. Oh, I thought it had me.
It feels so slimy.
Horseshoe crab down there. Missed it. Oh, here we go, right here. Oh,
I can't see.
oh.
Something, Daddy.
Oh, and about bit me.
That about bit me too.
Which one? Which one did you try to catch?
The big one that was.
We found a pelican. Okay. No wheels on this boat, huh? We're going now. Bird sticking sand over the water. There it is. It's popped back up right here. See it? It's in the water right there. Then you gotta grab a hold of them. You gotta twist them off. All the way to the water. So the guys who do this, they're usually bigger than me. Got their bucket. Anyways, go over the side. First of all, you had to make that phone call and find out which of the 7 areas were open. Grab those along the bottom, break them down around. These like rocks. Oh, Travis, down.
Pick it up in just a minute when it gets it up.
You want to hold him? There's a little tiny one. Here's a bigger one. Look at that one.
I want to hold the tiny one.
Yeah, well, hold one. Put your hand out. Where'd the other one go? Put your hand out.
Yeah, there is stuff that lives in oysters.
That's an oyster dogfish. Wow. Now those
I thought those were a butt.
Wow, what is that? So they have a fluke.
I thought that was an oyster.
That
I don't know.
Remember what they look like? They look like big old yeah, pile of snot. Huh. Yeah, gross. Barnacles on that ball.
Ducky, Mama.
Alright, stand back, babe.
Oh yeah, when Florida left and goes. They like it here better. Wow, look at that, man. Okay, we got a crab or two. Oh, wow.
We got 3 crabs.
3.
That was.
Are the blue crabs more common than the stone? That's a big old blue crab. Look at the last set of legs. See those swimming paddles? That guy can swim.
Oh, he was trying to cook my snail.
Are the blue crabs more common than the stone crabs? Here they are, yeah. You got them to attract the crabs. So I got some fish guts in there, and the crabs will swim. They'll find a way in here.
Wow, look at that.
And they'll get inside there. They'll try and get the fish guts. They can't get it, so they take a break.
Is that
They
blue?
fall down inside those holes. Now they're in the bottom, and they can't get out of there.
There's a
A
blue.
little bit orange. There's some purple on the end. It's probably a guy. If you saw a lot of orange on it, bright orange, it's probably a girl.
I see some.
That's what she's probably. You gotta know for sure. You gotta flip them upside down. Take a look at their underside. You see a capital letter T down there? That's a guy. Grew up on the East Coast. They call that the Washington Monument. Look at it upside down. If it has a sharp triangle, that's a girl. But like everything else in life, it might have a different shape. It might have the U shape. If it has the U shape, it's actually a girl. She's molted for the last time in her life, and that's where she puts her 2 million eggs. And she has to be able to move them to be able to oxygen. Right there,
Oh, that's it.
Right there. Okay, that's one. There goes the net. Heavy.
I got her.
What'd you say?
Ben wants to talk to you, Dad. Ben wants to talk to you.
Look at that. Good job. Good job. Good job.
I'm trying to get it on.
Right there. Right there. There you go. Hold on that way. That's good. Look where you going. Where you going?
Titus, watch out, I'm videoing.
See the sailboat, Benny? Hold that sailboat. Go to the Good job. Good job. You're doing real good. Captain Ben. You think one's all?
Yeah.
Just one? We're going to have at least 6.
At least 4.
Wow.
Look at us. Oh,
At least we're gonna have 3. I think we're gonna have 3.
you think y'all are going to have 3?
Yeah.
The Alabama kids go on trips again.
We're up.
Look at that bird, man. Look at that bird.
Wow.
Got a
get a spanking.
Really bring the fish home. Wow.
See that guy? Wow. Look at all those jellyfish. Look at all those.
Wait.
Those are sea walnuts. They won't hurt us. Sea walnuts. You said sticks over here, guys. Oh, is that our second? Oh, we got 2 shrimp so far.
Here, get you a stick, Silas.
Oh, look there. 1, 2,
Come here, get up here.
3 shrimp. Okay, this is
Oh, we did have one.
broker. So watch this, guys. Hey, Bert, where are you? Come on.
Can I throw the shrimp?
Oh, wow. Look, there's the boy.
Oh, he's got himself a fish.
Oh, wow, he does.
Now you got
Is
a
it
fish.
right?
Oh, they can hurt, yeah. So we want to get those out of here. You're out of here, buddy.
Ow.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Oh, so is this another little shrimp? So maybe 4.
Wow, look at that, man.
Good.
Wow.
Oh, wow, look at that one.
Did they catch it? Watch this. Oh, with an oyster in it, too. Yeah, old one?
Try to get
Have
it.
it. Is that 9?
That's good.
It's on. It's fine.
Sure.
Everybody have the same number of people you started with. Anybody need that to change? 1 or 2? We'll do that. We'll speak here later. You can't wear a bigger hat than me, young lady. That's against the rules. It's alright, I'm going to cut you a little slack on this one. Alright. Well, welcome to Alligator Valley this afternoon, folks. My name is Wes. I'll be out here feeding alligators. It's actually turned into a somewhat pleasant day. Still a little bit chilly as far as alligator activity is concerned, so I'll do my best alligator whispering to see if I can coax some of these fellows to get off that nice warm sunny bank, hop in that cold water, swim over and eat. I'm not making any promises, but 34 degrees last night. It's supposed to be about 40 tonight, so we're hoping to hurry up and get back to springtime temperatures and get these guys chomping at the bit. So I would much rather be out here running for my life. It's a lot more entertaining, trust me. But I'm going to ring their... Oh, got a few small ones coming this way. Maybe I can coax some of these bigger fellows into getting over here. If I can't get any alligators over here, I just need to bore a really bad kid about that talk. One of those right there will be fine. Perfect. Where's he at? All right. Kids, don't try this at home. Very high-tech alligator call. Never try that. You can tell they're vicious creatures. Tear you limb from limb. Which, banging on the cooler, the significance of that is alligators are very good at associations. Now, what I mean by that is they can associate time, so they know it's 11 o'clock. They can associate places, but they're very good to associate certain sounds. So they know the sound of my voice. When I start banging on the cooler, it kind of lets them know what is about to transpire. The problem with that is all those things, they associate with one thing, and that is food. An alligator's brain, about the size of the tip of your thumb. Their stomach is as big as a 55-gallon barrel. So you can guess what they think about the vast majority of the time, which is the reason a lot of these fellas and ladies are here. they became what's called a nuisance alligator. What's up, sweetheart? A nuisance alligator. You know, it's not a man-eater. It's not a menace to society. It's an animal that was considered to be a threat to people, pets, livestock, or property. Now, like my man Prince Eric, this big guy on the bank over here, you know, if you're hanging around public swimming areas, boat launches, things like that, you're going to be a nuisance alligator. If it's a situation like my man old Captain Crunch in the back there, he just developed a certain fondness for Labrador retrievers. He was a Labrador retriever. But a lot of it, it's creeks, it's lakes, it's rivers. These things are now called waterfront property. The alligator loses out. So unfortunately, they have to be removed. Now, lucky alligators, and very few are lucky, they get to come live with us where pork chops are endless. We got a lot of girls. Life is good. Most of them do not get that fortunate. Hey, big boy. They get turned into boots and shoes and wallets and that kind of thing. Now, the life expectancy, come on, Prince Eric, of an alligator is pretty impressive. They can live, get up here, big boy. They can live about 50 years in the wild. Now, in captivity, they can live, you know, about 50. Don't worry, I'm going to stick my head in his mouth for pictures. I'm just kidding. Now, in the wild, again, 50 is about as long as they live. In captivity, they could live, you know, mid-70s would not be out of their capacity, because when you get down to it, you know, if anybody's if y'all are having a barbecue, I can hook you up with a deal. Good stuff. Now, so in the wild, everything is limited. So if you're a big alligator, food is going to be limited. You're going to have to compete for food. That's going to cause injuries. That's going to cause stress. That's going to shorten your life. Secondly, in the springtime, these big fellas, they're going to flex their muscles a little bit and try to impress the ladies. So you're going to, again, have those fights and altercations. Again, that's going to lead to shortening your life. Now, here, we have 3 squares a day. We have a lot of girls, and so our guys, although they have the occasional disagreement because they are alligators, it's not a knockdown, drag-out existence. So around here, you get to lay around, you get fat, you get old, and live a long time. More than likely, most of these alligators are going to live longer than me. Some of them may be responsible for that, but we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. Now, everything that an alligator does, what's up, Jaws, is based, I knew he'd wake up for some ribs, is based on temperature. Would you quit playing with your food? He's like, that was a lot of effort. Ideal temperature for an alligator, and this is going to sound random, but that's the great thing about science, is 86 degrees. The closer we get to 86 degrees, the more activity these animals get. Today, I think the high might be mid-60s. Nighttime temperatures, upper 30s. Tonight's going to be in the 40s. So their metabolism is kind of like, we don't really have to eat. If you make it easy, we might eat, but we're not going to get real amped up about anything. Now, when we start getting into those, you know, pretty chilly nights and days where we're not getting, come on, you can do it, sweetheart, where days it's not getting that warm, they're essentially not going to eat because physically they cannot metabolize food. So in the wintertime, they don't eat because physically they can't. Now, fetch or not. She's like, that is a really long walk. She's like, yep, all right, I can smell that. Come on, go for it. She's like, I'm tired. Hang on a minute. Let me catch up. So, yeah, they're not going to eat in the wintertime because physically they can't. Now, you take a nice, big, healthy alligator like Prince Eric over there, he could go a year and a half with no food if he had to. Now, would he be real happy? No. But he could do that because 2 things. One, an alligator's stomach is massive. They can eat very large meals. I mean, it's sometimes capable of eating about 1/5 of his body weight. So if Prince Eric wanted to eat a deer, a pig, maybe like a couple second graders, he could do it. Now, on the other extreme end, he is also very efficient. You know, unfortunately, people, we like to think of ourselves being very efficient animals. However, we are not. The human body, I knew she'd get it. The human body can only metabolize protein to these lovely pork chops about 2%. This animal right here can digest this at over 70%. So, having a massive stomach capacity, being very efficient, and then you'll notice they don't necessarily do a whole lot, so they don't require that much food. I mean, if an alligator wants to eat once a month, he can do it. He can also do it only once a year. Hey, big boy. Good boy. See, he's just as gentle as a lamb. Now, Could Prince Eric chase me down and catch me if he wanted to? Sure. Now, hopefully he won't, but if he does, feel free to film it. Now, he's not built to chase anything on land. I mean, you look at his frame, he's almost 13 feet long. He weighs about 700 pounds. Could he run 13 or 14 miles per hour? Sure. Now, it would be a very uncontrollable speed because he is built to use his speed to retreat to the water where he truly makes a living. He's designed for what we call aquatic ambush. So he can use that very powerful tail to get about half his body length straight forward. He's going to take those extremely powerful jaws. He was going to engage said creature and then drag it back into the water. He is smart enough to know that on land, most things are much more maneuverable than he is. And he also knows that eventually everything needs water. So every animal is going to come and stick its head into his domain to get something to drink. Now, it would not even take a big alligator like him, to really, inflict some pretty good damage. That little female right there, well, she's about 7 feet. A bite from her is going to be about 400 to 500 pounds of overall force. Now, that's technically not that much, but, arms and legs on people break in that mid 450 range. So, could she break your arm or leg? No. Now, if she were to bite you on the hand, then you are going to have what I call a technical difficulty arise. But when we start to get into that big stage, and I like to say 10 feet and above, if you're 10 feet and above, your bite's going to average about 1,800 to 2,000 pounds, and that is true force, not pressure. You always hear this term PSI, or pounds per square inch, thrown out there to make things sound more impressive, but it's actually the opposite. 2,000 PSI, hey, what's up, Crazy Legs, is about like taking a pin and pressing to the end of a piece of paper. 2,000 pounds of force is like actual weight. So if you could imagine, having a car dropped on top of your head, that's what it would feel like to have that big fella right here bite you. Now, he can hold that bite force for about a 20-minute time period. So most animals will kick in a pretty short period of time. Good boy. If you wanted to equate that, and we can use a lovely little math, carry the one, we can take my man old Captain Crunch in the back of the swamp. His bite was certified at 2,982 pounds of overall bite force. If you take that, carry it in the PSI or a pressure format, that's about 360,000 PSI. That's 360 with a whole bunch of zeros. So when alligators bite things, bones don't break. They essentially... Look at that pro. A cheeseburger.
Gotcha.
Put your cup down. All right, put your hands out.
You do it,
I'll
Dad?
hold it.
There may be some more food over there. Gotcha.
Come on, Benny, you want to hold?
There's that big turtle over here.
Can we feed them?
I think so.
Can I try?
It's not poisonous unless you plan on eating them.
Alright, you wanna hold it? You got a fake snake, you can't hold a real one?
We're just going to see touches on the snake.
Okay.
You got a 10
Go
foot
touch it.
snake around your neck, so it's gonna be as good as that little bitty one.
Go touch it.
He's not venomous. He's not going to hurt you. This is John Redcorn. He's a redcorn snake.
Is this my food?
Yes.
Ah,
You did it! You sprung.
Don't touch it.
you can touch it.
Mom, come here. Feel free and touch it.
Good job.
Come this way, but oh yeah, there's one. I see it.
Mom, let's see that alligator. Mom, let's see that alligator.
Come on, Ilwy.
Hey, you see any big ones?
Yeah, let's wait till they feed the big one. Oh, there's a big one. Throw it in there, Ben. Fire it in there. There you go, right there.